Morning all, Rick Stein here. RLS Properties, together with my friend and partner and general contractor, Adam Kuhl. We own a few LLCs. You're about to see an after video for a property we purchased in Burlington, and which he did the rehab on. But for me, the most important thing is, of course, the rehab. He does a great job. But the financing, how do we do it? And how do we buy properties with none of our own money? Not a dime. Let me explain. We purchased this property at 124 East Federal Street for $80,000. Needed some work. We refinanced a flip in Ben Salem, PA that we're closing on today, which we purchased for $181,500. That's irrelevant. But we refinanced that property. We had a first position loan of $111 and a second position loan of $95 from a friend of mine who has a self-directed IRA and from whom I borrowed before. Put those two together, that's $206. With closing costs, let's call it, we refinanced that for $250. We cashed out. So let's say the refinance came to $210 with closing costs. We're talking round numbers. We were left with $40,000. That same first position lender lent us $50,000 for 124 East Federal and $55,000 for Railroad Avenue in Beverly. We're talking about 124 East Federal. So we had the first position loan. We used $20,000, which he gave us on the cash out on the Ben Salem property. So now we have for 124 East Federal. So now we had $70,000 there. Our friend, who we cashed out at $95,000, gave us back $85,000 to use for anything we wanted, obviously related to our investments. It was not a secured loan. So we used some of that cash, about $10,000, to close on 124 East Federal. So $50,000 from the first position, $20,000 from the refi on Ben Salem, and $10,000 from our self-directed IRA friend. We're closing on the Ben Salem property today and paying back the first position lender the $250, which also covers the $20,000 on East Federal. So the only thing we're going to owe on East Federal is $50,000. We have it on the market today. We put it on the market today for $147,500. So we're going to make some money on it. Again, what's the point of all this? The point is we were able to buy a property using creative financing with not 10 cents of our own money. In fact, we closed on 27 Railroad Avenue the same way, using not a dime of our own money. But we make money using other people's money. I hope this makes sense to you. If you have any questions, you can call me. Check out our other videos at RLS Properties and enjoy the rehab. Thank you.
Hello everybody, welcome again to another quick episode here with Kuhlman Group, RLS Properties, Rick Stein and Adam Kuhl, myself. We're doing another one, kind of an intermediary type of little program here where we found this opportunity here through a relationship that we've established and built and we're trying to maintain. It was an opportunity where it looked, the impression we got was there was an investor or someone who got into the landlording. COVID hit, had some tenants in here, rent stopped getting paid. The investment that they made initially from the purchase and the rehab that they had done kind of got abused and taken advantage of, and I think that individual kind of had a not so great experience and decided they needed out. That said, we saw the opportunity here. We had an initial plan that we were going to come in here, fix what was broken and clean some of the things up. The place was operating under a property manager with a tenant at the time with a clear CO. So that's all great stuff. But this property, as you'll see in the B-roll, it has a lot of little quirks. It's got a lot of things where there's no means that this is to the standards that we would typically do. And we're not This isn't something that we were super proud about of the conditions that we're in. However, we came in where it's like we need to correct some of these things to make it right, make it safe, make it so that it can be somebody's home. So we came in, we wound up, it was one of those, the can of worms. We opened up where we had some torn flooring and in the kitchen, and then it blossomed into where we found that there was some real bad framing for a floor, subfloor, cabinets that were just not right, and the list kind of went on and blossomed into something more. So in any case, a little bit of conversation with the listing agent realtor that had brought this to us or whatever. We have decided that we are going to turn it around. At this point, we're more or less at the finishing stage. We got a few outlet covers, switch covers to put on, some floor vents, and still to take down some masking on some of the lights and things of that nature. We're going to put this property back on the market and see what happens. We bought it right. We went in here with a very small budget, where this is one of those type of homes where you could just keep spending money, because there's plenty of things in here that could be upgraded or corrected or fixed or addressed or whatever. But it's just not the wise decision here from an investment standpoint. So what we're doing is we've corrected, like I said, the safety issues, the violations, and we've put this place back together again where it can be somebody's home. It will definitely accommodate at least a family of 4 to 6. This is a 4-bedroom, 1.5 bath. It's a good sized home. It's got plenty of space. It's 3 floors. It's watertight, and the neighbors have been all neighborly here. So just wanted to show you what came in as a plan A, where we were going to fix it, renovate it, and put a tenant back in, and this was going to be a buy and hold rental. And we opted to go with plan B, and that was just turn it around and we're going to put it back on the market and we're going to make a few dollars. So as I'm hoping that you have, Mr. Stein here did a little intro to give you some of the numbers here. So we won't actually be doing too bad, and who knew? I mean, it wasn't our plan to flip it, but it's going to work out in the long run. So thank you again. Enjoy the video. Like I said, this isn't our staple of conditions of things that we typically do, but still our colors, we corrected a lot that you may or may not see. There was no before video for this, so there's not a comparison that you can see of what it was to what it is now. Because again, it wasn't our intention to flip this property. So, but that's sometimes with real estate, where plan A is where it's what you want to do, but plan B is what actually happens. So thank you again. Again, check us out. We're all over YouTube with ROS Properties and with Kuhlman Group. We're working with investors. We're always looking for new investors, people that want to learn it. You can talk to Mr. Stein, or you can contact me as well. And we look forward to you for the next one. Have a great day.